Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Monday, Moon Day, October 7th, and the energies in the day adds up and reduce the number 7 vibration. Today feels like one of those breakthrough days. Today feels like one of those breakthrough days. There's something about today that feels very spiritual, that feels life-changing, that feels revealing. Revealing, that's the word, revealing, and a breakthrough from something being revealed, that I'll say. Again, another spirit animal in the reversal position. I tell you, these animals are getting ready to pack up and leave us behind. So with the peacock energy in the reversal position, what comes to mind is the fact that the peacock is tied to the feathered animals, and that always brings me to the mind. And in the reversal position brings me to a restriction when it comes to the throat chakra, when it comes to speaking, but not even just speaking and hearing. Like when it comes to communication, I think of how number 7 energy is amplified today, and the number 7 is ruled by Neptune. And when I think of the whole Neptunian energy, I think of, say, that Neptunian fog that makes it hard to see things clearly, to perceive things clearly. I think of the delusional aspect of the Neptunian energy. I think of the gaslighting aspect of this energy, or how it could be used to be that when it comes to dealing with others. And I go to moon, Monday. So Monday, Moon Day. Monday is ruled by the moon, and Mondays are very sensitive days. I remember for the longest, I would say in these videos how, Mondays are important for self-care. Even if you have to work on a Monday, it's important to take some time aside for yourself, whether on your commute, say you're walking to your bus stop or you're getting on your bus. Instead of listening to your podcast or listening to something, just walk in silence and, just bring your attention to observing yourself, your body, ground yourself and walk. Grounding yourself and walking, meaning you're observing how your clothes feel against your body. You're observing your breath. You're just in the moment, your presence in the moment. And as you ground yourself and be present in the moment, you start at some point affirming yourself. You start saying positive affirmations to yourself. You start building yourself up in that moment, or maybe you're on your lunch break and you're sitting there silently and you build yourself up by affirming to yourself. But when it comes to today's energy, big emphasis on need for silence, need for introspection, need for going in to try to understand some truth. Some things may have popped up yesterday, which were the catalyst, which were the triggering aspect for today, to help you to go inside of yourself. Where we might think that the thing that came up yesterday is what it's all about, but really the thing that came up yesterday was the momentum to push us to go within. Because when we go within, we're not just going to come out with truths pertaining to the challenges that came up yesterday. We're going to be coming up with other truths that are going to be beneficial when it comes to making changes this month on a whole. Other truths pertaining to releasing what needs to be released this month on a whole. So when it comes to today's energy, the moon is in Sag, and the moon just left Scorpio. And normally the moon in Scorpio is intense work, shadow working energy, frustrating energy, because, you know, we're vulnerable. Wherever we don't feel secure, it's obvious, it's loud, we can't overlook it. And normally when we get into Sag, it's always like, whoo, like, you know, like I'm free again type of vibe. But since Saturn has been, you know, where it is in Pisces, since Saturn's been in Pisces, the moons in Sag aren't what they normally used to be, because the moon in Sag now has been squared by Saturn in Pisces. So when Sag energy wants to have a good time and get distracted with travel or exploring something as a form of escapism, Saturn and Pisces is forcing the moon and Sag to get introspective, to go back inside. So when it comes to today's energy with the moon and Sag squaring Saturn and Pisces and all this number 7 energy, today's a day where extroverted people will struggle. Extroverted people will struggle today because everybody is inside and they don't want to come out to play. So this is where people are at work and everybody is kind of just quiet. Everybody is to themselves. Those of us who look for other people to validate us will feel offended with people not being as cheery today or chatty today or friendly today, and feel like it has something to do with you or something you've done, but it has absolutely nothing to do with you. And people are just inside of themselves trying to understand something, trying to make sense of something, trying to free themselves from something. So when it comes to today's energy, it will bring me to the thought of, say, being trapped and having to go inside of ourselves to find the code, to find the answers, to get out of this trap, to get out of this situation. It's like looking for a way out of something, but the only way out of this thing is to go inside of ourselves. And with the peacock energy, save your breath and your energy when it comes to trying to break anything down for anyone today pertaining to that truth. Because when it comes to today's energy, when it comes to Mercury, the planet of information, Mercury in Libra conjunct the Sun is squaring Mars in Cancer and Pluto in Capricorn. So with that square to Mercury in Libra, it's like the mind is in a place where it can't even fathom or won't even fathom having to figure out another way career-wise, or embrace whatever callings or whatever been pulling you career-wise, because it's time to step away from the traditional ways of being. Like I dropped the Pluto retrograde video, some time back, and in that video I talked about, you know, this grand finale energy where we're gonna see all these corporations and companies resigning and people in charge resigning. So it's like these companies are closing and these people are now set free, even though they don't feel set free. And they're now in the position to go create their own reality and live life according to their own terms. But with moon, with the Sun and Mercury and Libra scoring Pluto, it's like a person not being able to see their power or their strength outside of some kind of a connection, and they're being forced to go out on their own. And that's scary. That's terrifying. Yeah, that's scary and it's terrifying. And when it comes to today's energy, some truth needs to come out about, say, something that came up yesterday pertaining to our insecurities, about what we don't have and what we need more of in relations to our peers. But we might find ourselves questioning something that feels like I said, an issue about yesterday, but it's bigger than that. And what I was saying about Mercury now, with the peacock energy in the reversal position, you'll find yourself trying to help someone with something by explaining something to them, like, can't nobody hear you today, so don't waste your breath. And the fact that you might find yourself trying to solve somebody else's problem is a reflection of you deflecting from your own. So it's like they can't hear you anyway, so just mind your business, the one that pays you, and try to get to a place of better understanding about something that you're dealing with. Because I can see today's energy where someone's trying to help someone to understand why something is happening, and your explanation might sound so dope, but notice how every time you're trying to explain this thing, and the other person keeps interrupting you every second they get, or you say what you say and you felt like what you said was some kind of a mic drop moment, only for them to like change the subject or go back to this thing that you felt like you just explained it in such a mic drop way. And it's like, no, that's not what happened. So we have the 10 of Cups in the upright position. So with the 10 of Cups energy in the upright position, so this is always one of my favorite cards. This brings me to emotional completion. This brings me to having it all. So when it comes to today's energy, the things that challenge us can be the momentum and the fuel that sends us searching inside of ourselves to unlock some truth that is within us. And it is from that truth we are able to access it all. Because when it came to yesterday's energy, some things came up around yesterday's energy having to do with your definition of success. Whether it's your definition of success when it comes to your health, what is your ideal body or health looks like, not what's trending right now. And we talk about trending right now. It's wild how people will really go under the knife to do things to their body based on what's trending. Like, people really do that. So it's like your definition of success, where your body and your health looks like, shouldn't be based on what's trending. It should be based on what's ideal for your body and what your body can do. Your definition of success when it comes to career, when it comes to family, when it comes to romance, that should be based on you and what works with you, and not what is trending based on movies and marketings and what is presented to us. So when it comes to today's energy, though, there is this deep dive that's happening, and the deep dive is happening through some uncomfortable feelings. But I feel like, those uncomfortable feelings is a momentum, is a force that sends us within ourselves. But when we come back out from inside of ourselves, the truth we come out with are not just truth mirroring these minor challenges. It's a bigger truth, but these minor challenges needed to send us inside of ourselves to seek truth in the first place. I think of how, a person will go through a heartbreak, but the heartbreak was really meant to open their eyes and open them up to spirituality, or open them up to a deeper aspect of themselves. So at first we'll think, oh, it's all about this heartbreak, but the heartbreak was really a catalyst. Like, the heartbreak was the only thing that could have gotten your attention, or the fake love, the fake connection, the fake friendship was the only thing that could have gotten your attention, and it needed to devastate you to get your attention so your eyes can open, so you could wake up and see the world on a new level. So I feel like when it comes to today's energy, it's like, this is where the heartbreak gets our attention and wakes us up. And the heartbreak may have been some challenge we've been experiencing since Thursday or Sunday, but it's like, it wasn't about the heartbreak. It was necessary for something to get your attention, and cause you to go inside of yourself and wake up. Hey guys, I want to share with you 7 benefits of getting a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session. The first one is understanding your internal programming. The second one is becoming more clear about your purpose and passion. The third is setting goals for success. The fourth is awareness of strength and areas of improvement. And the fourth one was foundational for me because whenever you're aware of your weaknesses, no one can use them against you. And when you're aware of your strengths, that makes you unstoppable. And that is why I say self-awareness is a superpower. The fifth benefit is removing obstacles. We first have to become aware of a thing in order to remove it in the first place. The sixth benefit is understanding relationship dynamics. We don't have to change the people in our lives. We have to become aware of ourselves and start from there, and everything changes. And the seventh benefit is upcoming transits, if that's something that you would like to look into because you're planning for something or you just want to be aware. So if you're interested in booking a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session or learning more about it, the link to book or the link to send me an email for questions are both within the description box below. If you'd like to check out my Patreon where I share exclusive content, the link to check out what's happening on Patreon is in the description box below. You guys, it's always such a pleasure sharing these messages with you. Before you go anywhere, please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a purple heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.